Welcome back to Phcretiveway podcast. Today, in episode 15, we will talk about songwriting. Tyler Childers says that songwriting is telling short stories, but instead of 15 to 20 pages, it's 3 to 5 minutes. Songwriting is an art. It is the act or process of writing and creating the music and words of songs through chord progression, melodies, and lyrics. Julian Casablancas finds songwriting to be slow motion improvising, and that's exactly what it is. There are no rules to songwriting. Every artist has their own set of rules which they follow when creating their masterpieces. Still, there are common elements we can find among all successful songs. So, there are a couple of key principles to songwriting. First of all, we need a really strong song idea. Secondary thing that we need is engaging lyrics. And while engaging lyrics are important, it is prosody we also need to establish. Prosody is the agreement between music and message. So, music is the body language of our words. A lyric takes its meaning from the music that underscores it. The fourth essential part of every song is a moving melody. Melody is the king of songwriting. A catchy melody introduced in the first 30 seconds of the song is key for catching attention. Once we do manage to catch the attention of the crowd, for lasting impact, we also need momentum. Momentum is the consistent forward movement of the song through time. It's not tempo, it's not meter. It's the pace of the song that always delivers on time, every time. We also need strong song structure. And to establish that, we need restraint. Restraint happens to be important as it ensures that the song rests in the essential elements. Simplicity does go a long way. I'm just gonna mention a couple of tips to songwriting which you can use to create your own songs. First off, you need to come up with a strong song idea. People use different methods. For instance, Tom Waits listens to 5 radios at once. He tries to see if there are any interesting overlaps that he can use in his music. Others prefer silence. They just stare out the window for some time. That way, they nullify any distractions and attentively listen and feel for any songwriting prompts. We can also use, for instance, the hidden glossa technique. It encourages writers to take 4 lines from an existing poem and intersperse them within an entirely new work. The second tip is set an absurd time limit. Setting an absurd time limit before beginning the writing at all has been proven effective. When we put ourselves under time pressure, sometimes things just start to flow. The third tip is to give the third thing you will have to give. Tip number 3, give your song a name. By naming your song, you give the song a clear framework to work around. It will help you stay on track. Number 4, create chord progression and melody. Now that we have that idea, pull out your instrument. It's time for some experimenting. Start by creating compelling chord progressions and a complete complementing melody. We can explore different keys. We can even help ourselves with a stream of consciousness technique, which literally describes simply playing whatever comes to mind and just observing if there are any notes, melodies, chords that are striking our interest and have been repeating themselves. Some suggest listening to Mozart music before you even begin. It has been proven that it helps with our focus. We can also use extended techniques when playing our instruments. That means just go outside your comfort zone. Use your instrument in ways that it hasn't been used before. It might lead to some amazing ideas. If stuck, you can also choose to learn a new scale and just some new music theory. It can help us with broadening our horizons. You can also choose to go on a sound walk. You literally go for a walk and you record all the sounds that you hear during that walk. When creating your melody, humming has been known to be very effective. Hum over your progression or play your instrument while your chord progression is playing in the background. Number 5, write a hook. Start with a powerful hook or chorus that will stand out from the rest of the song with its memorable melody and lyrics. Keep it simple and repetitive. Number 6, decide on a song structure. For beginner songwriters, it is helpful to follow basic song structure. And a common way to structure a song is verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But there are, of course, other song structures you can use. Feel free to investigate and use whatever feels natural to you. Number 7, write captivating verses. To keep things exciting and interesting, write captivating verses. Let the verses be longer than the choruses, yet less busy than the hook. Don't forget the simple rule of less is more. Limit the use of words and keep it simple. You can help yourself with the layover or cut up technique. In the layover technique, you can imagine yourself writing a postcard to a specific loved one after you af- after a layover at the airport. What would you write to them? With the cut up technique, write out all the words that come to your mind, cut them up and rearrange them into ideas. When stuck, you can also just bust out the rhyming dictionary, or you can use the chat GPT that is more commonly probably used nowadays. Number 8, create an intro, outro, and bridges. No song would be complete without an intro, outro, and a bridge. It is suggested that the intros be kept under 10 seconds, the outros can be longer, but the use of less energy in instruments playing after the last hook is advised. As for the bridges, use drums or just another instrument to give the chorus a stronger impact when every instrument comes back in. So, number 9, after you've done all of this, record a demo. And the number 10, make improvements. I suggest you take a step back, a step away from the song, and come back to it after a while. Re listen to the demo and make any desired changes and improvements. So that will be all for today. Feel free to check out more on Phcretiveway blog. Until next time, shalom.